Good morning, everybody, to what potentially might be another laggy stream, like it was on Tuesday. You can see that the town's lagging, and it only started dropping in frames as soon as I opened up Streamlabs again. To record, I mean. Because before that it was doing okay. Well, I did have this on the corner over here most of the time. So I had it like this. If you're watching my stream on Tuesday, I ended it like this. This is how I had it running. I got disconnected a few minutes ago, so I can't really show you the production rates, but it was doing 46.5 per hour. When I ended the stream, I forgot to switch this windmill for the Epic Sugar Station, so I did that, and now it worked. The only thing I didn't do is name my town. It's kind of too late now. It's what's the point in the last 12 minutes, right? But it looks like I'm 10th place right now, which means I might actually get top 10. Wow, I keep doubting myself on here. It'll be really close though. Like, it's really close to 11th. But Martin, hello. Yeah, I did see your message. As always, I'm late, right? Tony Roy, good afternoon, Dub. Good afternoon, Tony. Hello, Mary NG. Rachel, hello to you. C Money says howdy. Howdy C Money. SP says wishing you a pleasant weekend from a stack blocks builder who has again been outplayed by ice block builders and for the first time even cowpost builders. Yeah, I heard some people doing cowposts, they ended up doing a good amount of stars. Now I'm wondering what rank they actually ended up getting is the thing. They didn't even have to poop that shit themselves. Oak and Shield, good morning. What's lag? Oh, you know what it is. My name is Jeff. Hello. 28. Hello. Tony Roy. 8,230 ice block per hour here. That's pretty good. I mean, that's close. That's better than the no NFT ones that I put out. Dave. Hello. Name town did not also. Yeah, there you go. I didn't even name it. It was too laggy. Nah, I just forgot. Really. I just forgot to name it for once. Coinman says happy Friday. Hello, Coinman. Hello, Spartans. Hello, O-Town. How'd O-Town do? Top 3? Yeah, there we go. And Zbor may have dominated this one. Whoa. With the right NFTs in the stack box competition, yeah, you can dominate. That's for sure. Now, I'll let this run, right? 10 minutes. I might actually get 10th place. It kind of is looking like it, unless somebody just hasn't logged in. So that's nice. It's 1,000 more Gala than top 25, which was what I thought I was going to get. What I really want to dive into is the new meta, though, because I haven't really paid attention to what the new meta was. I believe they did announce it on Wednesday, which is nice. I think that's what people wanted. And I think they had a little bit more information on the NFT, like a little bit more than they usually share. So I'm going to take a look at Discord in just a moment here. And what I'm sure most of you have already like deep dived into all the meta stuff. Hopefully it doesn't look weird. I wonder how it looks. Because I have this color thing on. And it kind of looks purple here. And I don't think it looks the same whenever you guys view it from the video. Otan says we may have a first time winner this week with Zbor. This is his first time getting first place, hopefully. Nice. DeFi says hi, good morning. Good morning to you, DeFi. It looks fine. Alright, we're gonna be making sofa next week. Brand new item, which also introduces 2 other new items, super glue and fabric yard. Cash boost will be super glue, fabric yard, and the upholstered sofa will be the star boost. I'm probably just gonna call it the sofa. I understand that its full name is the upholstered sofa. But you guys get the point. This is apparently the biome. It does have the oil seep, which a lot of people are gonna be using. I think I'm gonna be using it as well. One river on the east. That's always nice. I'll go back to the NFT in a moment. So sofa is going to be made in the, what was it, arts and decor shop. That makes sense. I believe I probably at some point mentioned that sofa was gonna come. I don't know if you guys remember that. Let me ruin my build a little, my lag gas build. It's fine. I don't think this will make a difference. Upholstered, so gun chair sounds USA to me. Is that what that means? I'm not sure. Is this the same? Okay, maybe not. I was gonna like place down an arts and decor shop, but I think it's just the regular ones. Well, I guess it was just an armchair, not a sofa. Whatever. Let's forget about that. Go back here. Alright, so upholstered sofa requires 2 super glue, 4 fabric yard, 5 wood. People are tired of glue, but to address this, they introduced super glue, which is made completely differently as far as I saw. The super glue is going to be made in the, what was it? Stationery shop? Okay. 3 eggs, 1 crude oil, 1 glass bottle. Yeah, we usually don't use crude oil on recipes, so this will be interesting that crude oil is required for both the super glue as well as the fabric yard. I think that like the people that have the crude oil NFTs will be thankful for that. No, I didn't put the salty field back. It's fine. I had extra salt. It'll be okay. I don't think I'll drop to 11th place because of that, Martin. Hopefully not. With like 5 minutes to go. Eggs, so we need a couple of chicken coops in addition to all the sheep pens we'll need. And glass bottle, which I love to hear that. I like making glass bottles, you know that. Craft time's a little over 3 minutes. That's 3 minutes 20 seconds, kind of high. It's really cool that it's made in the stationery shop. I'm just thinking about it with my NFTs for the moment. You know, there's a lot of NFTs that reduce the craft time of the stationery shops, most notably the Tunnel. Well, the Tunnel of Loves only work on some crafts, so maybe that's not true. Yeah, that's probably not true then. Yeah, Tunnel of Love only works on some crafts, I think. But alright, okay. It's not gonna make a whole lot of sense. Super glue made with eggs and stored in a glass bottle, but I guess, okay. Not gonna complain too much about that. The next item is fabric yard. That's made in a fabric plant, that makes sense. All right. 1 cotton yarn, 1 wool yarn, 2 energy, 2 crude oil. It's very similar to the uniform recipe, but it requires crude oil and it doesn't require as much cotton yarn. So that is an interesting change. I think people will like making fabric yard because people like making uniforms, but I could be wrong. I don't know about the whole sofa meta. It sounds fine to me. This meta sounds fine. I don't really see anything too wrong with it. I like the approach they're taking with requiring crude oil. We haven't had that in, it feels like since we did the jet fuel meta. A 3-minute craft time. These all have pretty high craft times. All right, so it's kind of gonna be a uniform meta. What's above uniform? It's kind of like a steel meta because you do require the mines to make the glass bottles. So it is kind of like a blue steel meta, right? Would you guys agree? This is kind of like the blue steel meta. We're adding eggs on top of it for the super glue though. And we're adding the arts and decor shops to actually make the sofa. But otherwise, to me, it looks like a blue steel meta. But like, I know we have the glass bottles, but we have the mines to make all those minerals. Okay, that's just what I think about it. So there we go, that's a new competition. I haven't done any planning for it yet. I'm gonna get into that later today. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'll need to take back some of my NFTs as well. I couldn't practice beforehand. I probably could have done something on the visualizer, but I've been busy working on some other stuff too. And I haven't gotten that much sleep the past couple of days, honestly. Probably maybe like 3 or 4 hours a day, and that is my fault. I really should sleep a little more. So we'll wait here like 2 minutes for the competition to end, but let me, yeah, if you guys who did ice blocks, who did cow posts, the people who did cow posts especially, how did you end up doing in the competition, and what was your production rate? Yeah, because some people did figure out that cow post was a good amount of stars, at least for little to no NFT players. I did have somebody ask me, and I'm like, I really don't think so. I was just thinking about the amount of cow posts I made in my personal build when we did the Bokashi meta. It didn't feel like a lot. I mean, I didn't really think about the idea of scaling it to the whole town. I don't know how much I could make if I scaled it to the whole town. It definitely wouldn't have beat this, obviously. But yeah, for no NFT players, it seems like it made about the same amount of stars per hour as ice blocks, but it wasn't as painful to build. That's the difference. It's much easier to build a bunch of milk barns and ATVs than it is to build all those master wizards and sadness factories. I get that. So if we were to have the exact same Anything Goes competition, if you had no NFTs at all, cow post probably would be the way to go. If you have one crystal reindeer, you might still be better off doing ice blocks. It's kind of hard to tell there. But then again, if you have like a like a legendary wheat stand and the grain blaster card to reduce the craft time of feed, then once again, you're probably better off still doing cow posts. It really just depends on your NFTs. But from an absolute zero NFT perspective, probably cow posts would be the more efficient option. But congratulations to the people who did figure it out and managed to test it, and they knew that going into this competition. I guess somebody must have refreshed or logged out because it put me back in 9th, but I'm pretty sure okay, it's noon. I was wondering. Pretty sure I'll get 10th there and not 9th. I'll double check that in a moment. But yeah, I'll take it. Top 10. I really wasn't expecting that, and I think you guys heard me say that like 10 times already. Right on there, right on the 10th spot. Martin says ice blocks 550. I think seeing leaderboard adjust about 9,000 rates. Okay, that's top 600 with 9,000 ice blocks. That makes sense. See money right at 600 with capos. I think it has too many ATVs. What was your production rate with Cowposts? If you managed to get, you said right at 600. I assume that still means top 600 or no? Can't imagine you ended exactly at 600th place. DeFi says I did Stackbox 10.8 per hour at 128th. All right, nice. Hey, given all you had, that's good. I wonder if anybody managed to pull off Cowpost in top 100 even. Ice blocks, I'm sure somebody pulled off ice blocks in top 100. Yeah, because there's a lot of nice NFTs for ice blocks. Well, I already knew that though. For Cowpost, I'm not sure. Unless you have like 10 or 15 Orange Barns, 2 legendary wheat stands, and everything else required for the Cowpost. But anyways, what am I looking at? Anything goes? Around 800? I did right at 600? Oh, okay. I hope the leaderboard is correct then. Alright, once again it's showing 9th place. I don't know if you guys remember who was ahead of me, but I'm sure this is not correct. I did get 10th place by the looks of it. I recorded it on the stream. I would have to go back and check. I might be able to since I have it pulled open. Yeah, actually, let me see. So it was O-Town, XG, Math the Farmer, ZBI. Okay, yeah. ZBI 3 must have refreshed and it took them off, but I'm sure they'll fix it once they distribute the rewards. With that being said, if C Money, if you actually did get right at 600th place, I don't think that's correct, unfortunately. I'm not going to be able to scroll down and double check that for you, but definitely somebody's missing in top 10, which means whatever rank you got, guys, you probably have to push it down one. Yeah, it's gonna suck to hear, especially if you got exactly 25th, 50th, or 100th, or whatever. That's just how this leaderboard works, unfortunately. Yeah, Otan says ZBI3 dropped out. He should be in top 10. Yeah. All right. Congratulations, Zbor, by the way. What I'm assuming is your first place by the sound of it. Then it was really close. Barely beat Perriman right there. Like, 0.5% difference in the production rates. That's impressive. I do still need to do my daily challenge. I'm gonna do that. I almost missed the was it yesterday? I did it in the last 10 minutes. The one where we had to sell wool. But yeah, I knocked that out real quick. I haven't missed one in like a little over 40 days, 50 days maybe. Paradub. Drew Mercado's good game, guys. C Money says, yeah, I've had it happen where it pushes me down. Yeah. Martin's at 547, you mean? Ranking? DeFi says, I tested a cow post build yesterday and got to 2300. I think this would have been more than my stack box rate. Well, if I'm memorizing numbers correctly, that's 1,035. Sorry, it's 1,035,000 stars per hour, which is about 13 stack box. So yes, DeFi, it would have been more stars in your stack box rate. But it's true. I really wonder how many outposts I would have made. I'm sure it wouldn't have beat my stack box rate. I may need to refresh the never mind. Spoke too soon. Forget that. Dave in 78th place doing ice block. Damn. Yeah, that's really good. I'm assuming LV Postman was probably doing ice blocks too, because last couple of anything goes competitions, he did really good on those. You doing ice blocks. Gotta put the other pumpkin farm here down. Yeah, I might actually use these NFTs in the competition. That's insane because of the crude oil. Yeah, 13 sock box. Maybe next time I would do cow posts, is what DeFi says. What do you mean next time, DeFi? There's not going to be any more anything goes competitions. I got canceled. Dream canceled them on Discord. I saw his post. Did not know you could cancel a meta like that. Oh, also they I kind of expected this, but you guys realize that it's August now and there's no gems feature yet. It's a little disappointing. I guess they're still waiting on approval. Partial 87 with ice, first time in top 100. Wow, congrats to both of you. Top 100 ice builds. Let me ask you both this. Both of you must have had Crystal Reindeer and Diamond Water Pump at least. And probably like a Legendary Santa Factory, but maybe not. Definitely Crystal Reindeer and Diamond Water Pump is what both of you had. Is that correct? For the top 100 ice block builds for anything goes competition. Oh, you know what would be funny if they actually don't do anything goes again, and they do an actual ice block meta, and you're forced to make ice blocks. Like even freaking Perriman and Zbor and Otan, they all have to make an amazing ice block build. Make like 60,000 ice blocks per hour. It'll crash the game. I know that was the case for Planet Bob. That'd be pretty funny. I would like that because I haven't done an ice block build in a while, but I know like half the community would hate it, so I guess we can do it. It wouldn't be that good of an idea. Women says 36, 25 hour stack box. It's very good, even with that rate, yeah. Alright, and post these, or place all these down. Only crystal reindeer with a production of 20,600 ice blocks. Really? Not even a diamond water pump? Wow. It really is not that hard to get top 100 then, with ice blocks. Partial says reindeer, 1 salmon, no diamond water pump. Not even water pump NFTs. Oh, wow. I mean, that is really impressive. I didn't think you'd get top 100 with only the crystal reindeer. That crystal reindeer must have paid off for people. Especially when it was on sale when they first buffed it. Like double buffed it on accident. You guys know that it was never intended to give 50% craft time reduction for Master Wizards. That was kind of an accidental buff. It was a blog post typo and they just ended up adding that utility, which made the crystal reindeer like actually nice to have. I don't think it's overpowered though, but that's I can't really say that's kind of biased. But yeah, whatever. I just don't think it's overpowered. I think it is very good. What's up, Gala man? Saying Gala scam, that rhymes. Rock says, I switched to Calpost after a few hours of building for ice blocks. 2,160 Calposts compared to 10,200 ice blocks. Oh, yeah. Makes more sense. 258k more points, I think is what you meant to say. Finish rank 125, probably closer to 100 if I had started Calpost. Okay. Yeah, like I said earlier, I guess it really depends on your NFTs. Because I mean, what Dave and Harshal are saying, like it makes me think if you got a crystal reindeer, yeah, you got to be doing ice blocks. But at least that's what it sounds like, and that is kind of what I figured. That is what I said at first. All right, so I'm gonna be waiting. No, actually, I can already sell the pumpkins. I just need to place everything down. I still need to update the Town Store playbook with the new meta info too. There are several things I need to do. So the past 3 days-ish, I've been thinking if I'm gonna do a no NFT build showcase for this next competition, even before what I knew what the competition was gonna be. See, I'm not sure because I do want to try and do it, but there are several things that I still need to do and work on that I want to get done, that I think if I do the no NFT build showcase, I don't think I'll be able to get those done as soon as I would want them to be done. I know I'm being kind of vague. So I was also thinking, why don't I just make this like another community build showcase? Have like 3 or 4 or such people make try to make a no NFT sofa build. See who gets the most votes, though I know I know that the person who will end up doing the highest production rate will end up getting the most votes. That's kind of obvious, but I will also have to include, like, I do want to like give everybody the opportunity, everybody who participates the opportunity to earn something. So I probably will have some kind of random reward for one or two of the people. Who knows? It depends. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. I think I would just make a community build showcase event, just because I'm not completely sure if I'll be able to finish a build showcase for this next competition. That's the main reason, because all the other times I'm pretty sure I have enough time to do it. This time I'm really not sure. And I have several of the these alchemy stands, so I want to give like at least 2 away just from doing this. And I think there are other things but they're not that good. I think I have like some rare effect cards I never use. But those are intended to be just given away in those giveaways that I do. Which at this point I probably won't do one until like Halloween, is my guess. But yeah, I'm kind of just thinking to myself right now, but I think I am gonna do some kind of community build showcase event again. So if you're thinking that you want to try to make a no NFT sofa design and you want to submit it to me, and then I will put it on the community build showcase Discord and have people vote on it shortly before the competition starts, then we may do that. Just remember, it doesn't have to be amazing. It should at least be okay, you know. I don't know what the rate is gonna be for sofas yet. I just haven't taken that good of a look. It looks kind of similar to Blue Steel, but it's not as difficult as Blue Steel in my opinion. And I know no NFT Blue Steel rates is like 10 to 15 per hour, as far as I remember. So maybe we're looking at like 20 to 30 sofa per hour. But yeah, I'm just eyeballing it right now. I haven't done any like good math on it. So I don't even know what a good rate would be yet. So yeah, that's my plan for the no NFT design. Like, I'll make the video. I just, since I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have time to make a build showcase, I will just do a community build showcase event for it. Because the people who participated on it, I know they appreciate it. And hopefully it does help out the other people. And I'm sure I'm not gonna be the only one that does that shows off a design on how to do sofas. Can't imagine. And as for my own personal build, yeah, I'll practice later tonight. Probably will finish it pretty quickly though. But like I said, there's other stuff that I need to do also. Catching up on sleep is one of the things eventually. But at least I'm okay for now. What else do I need to place down? Badges. Let me go ahead and finish this off. I actually forgot to talk about the NFT that goes on sale too. Whatever. Did not mean to place that there, but it doesn't matter. So I believe, I will check on Discord in a moment, but I believe the new NFT is the rare stationery shop. And I know that it says it doesn't require glue for its crafts. What am I missing here? The Mills, the Arts and Decor shop, and the Snake. Let me do this real quick. Express Depot. One more little town point won't hurt. Okay, that looks right. That's what I got yesterday. Wrong one. Let me place this down and I'll get back to it. It's done right here. This is my epic stationery shop NFT, but I'll go back to that in just a moment. Town Star chats on my Discord. Let's go back to the announcements. Right. This one did confuse people. I guess it confused me too. Yeah, actually, I don't understand why they did this. Rare Stationery Shop comes out later today. 150 bucks, 450 in supply. So it comes with a worker that works 25% slower. Not what you want to see in an NFT, however. I think another NFT that does this is the Easy Dough Bakery. I might be wrong, but I do believe the Easy Dough Bakery does this, where it has a slower craft time. And it also charges 10% more wages, which people don't really care about. Because he creates recipes without any glue. And it's also 5 town points because it's a rare NFT. I see that they gave us a little bit more information here. That's cool. I don't believe they gave us this information before. So it's a full tile NFT, requires a dirt road, a cast 1 shade, and no dirty. All right, but at least it's some information. I don't believe I heard people on the Townstar discussion channel asking for like more clarification of what this does, so that's good. Oh no, wait, I think they did. Well, they were questioning like why this NFT for this meta, but that's something else. And he copy and paste the same thing again. I really don't understand what the point of that is. I have the Epic Stationery Shop NFT, so what this one does is that it's a 3x3, so it's slightly smaller. It doesn't really help me that much that it's smaller. But it also crafts stuff without the use of water drums, so I believe Eco Paper and the paints do not require a water drum in the Epic Stationery Shop, but they do require it in the regular stationery shop. And no, that's it. I don't know what else I was gonna say. O-Town says no stationery shops require glue this meta. Yeah, so it's really just useless, this meta, which is weird. So let's actually look at what requires glue. Eco Paper requires glue. Valentine's Day card requires glue. And all paints require glue. Also, I forgot to mention that the Epic Stationery Shop halves the paint's prop cost. So strawberries, blueberries, and corn, it should be 8, but in the Epic Stationery Shop, it's 4. So hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But this new stationery, rare stationery shop, they won't require glue, which is cool. You know, people who don't like making glue, but usually in these type of metas, you'll need a bunch of glue anyways. Oh, and canvas requires glue. So I can see why somebody would like to have an NFT like that. I think it's a pretty good NFT actually. Like, well, not compared to a lot of other stuff. I mean, what I meant to say is that it's not complete garbage, okay? It's not a complete garbage NFT. Because almost all the crafts in here require glue. Unfortunately, we just don't use the Epic Stationery Shop a whole lot. Unless they start introducing more paint related stuff. But it's a cool idea. I like the idea of removing glue from the craft recipe of something. I think that's cool. I don't see that being overpowered. I don't really see many people getting it, but then again, it is kind of similar to an Easy Dough Bakery. It's just the Easy Dough Bakery would get used way more often than the Rare Stationery Shop. That's the main difference. So not a completely terribly thought out NFT, it is a completely terrible time to release the NFT, as it doesn't make sense to release it right now, since it's useless for this competition for the most part. I mean, no, it really is useless in this competition. But it's, you know, it can serve its purpose. I'm sure like somebody in the top 5 will buy it. They don't want to make that much glue. So there we go. That's the information for the next meta and competition. I knocked out my daily challenge. I will probably, yeah, wait. I'm just gonna wait until the new update comes out. Get back some of the NFTs I was lending out, and then start collecting cash and think about what I'm going to design for my personal competition, my personal build. Baya says, please do a build showcase, please. So I'm pretty sure that I've decided to, I will make a video, but it will be a community build showcase. So I'm not going to be the one making the build showcase. So if somebody wants to make the no NFT build showcase, I will host a little competition. We'll vote for who has the best design. If only one person submits, they're the only winner. That would be funny to see. And it would be pretty easy, because then I'd only be showcasing theirs, so I can actually talk about it a little more. But no, I would like to see like 3 or 5 people participate, which I think is what I had last time. I wouldn't want to see 10, which is why I'm like, I'm gonna make a post right now on my Discord. If you're thinking that you want to do a no NFT build, no NFT build for my little community build showcase event, then just send me a message telling me that you want to do one, so I know that you're gonna do one. So like, I can for sure say that, okay, I'll be expecting it. That way I don't expect like 10 or 20 people to do it, which I don't think would happen anyways. And then I will put those in the Discord channel. Let me pull up my Discord again. I'll put those in my Discord channel in the community build showcase channel, which right now it's a sushi boat, because that's the one I did for 3 months ago. It's been 3 months. There you go. I think it's a good time to do one more. Exactly 3 months ago. And I gave out a couple of decent NFTs for this one, right? Rare Wheat Stand, Rare Niskin set. So I'll probably give away the Alchemy stands on this one. And some vending machines. I actually have vending machines that I don't even use. I'll give away some rare vending machines on this. I'll type up a post maybe in an hour or 2 from now, and I'll share that. So yeah, I'll make a video. It's not gonna be my build, it's fine. I will share some other people's work if they decide they want to share it. So I'm not forcing anybody, you know. I think some people said it's a fun little event. So Second Life says, unless it also means super glue. Well, here's the thing. Super glue doesn't require glue, so that doesn't make sense. And nothing in the stationery shop requires super glue. The stationery shop makes super glue. Nothing in it requires super glue, if that makes sense to you. So yeah, that doesn't really make sense. Can you guys still hear me? Why did I get a little alert from here saying my microphone got muted? Oh, that was a long time ago. Never mind. That's pretty much when I started the stream. That's probably for the first minute. Alright, that's a useless alert that I just never saw. Okay. I mean, that would suck. True, yeah. Anyways, not an NFT I would get. I'm still considering getting the sister ranchers. I mean, they obviously would still have for the next competition, but we'll see. I really would love to see Gala at a higher price. I've said that before. It was doing okay for like 2 weeks, but last I checked, it went back down. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this sofa meta looks fine. Nothing too alarming right now. Just reminds me of Blue Steel, or an upgraded version of uniforms, or a combination of uniforms and glass, as I call it. But it will be interesting to see what people do for the no NFT build. Aspie says, good, you're faster with your build. But with my personal build, that's what you mean? Yeah. Yep. I'm sure I'll probably still get it done by today. But yeah, with all that being said, I think everything's done here. I know that Gala's going to have a live stream, I believe, in just like 2 minutes from now. I don't know if you guys are gonna watch it. I might be mistaken, but I believe it's like 2 minutes from now. So I'm gonna end the stream in just a few minutes. You guys have any last thoughts or questions? Feel free to ask. I am always on my Discord reading the messages, though I don't always reply to them, of course. Galaman says 0.08, who's doing okay. We are F now, says Galaman. 0.08 was, feels like a long time ago. But I know at some point it was 0.06 last year. That was pretty good. I think that's what you meant. Where was the post that they were gonna do? They were gonna do some live stream. I'm almost positive that's what I saw. They are gonna do some live stream here somewhere in just a moment. It might even be Benefactor talking in it. It has to do with the whole Gala Chain and Shrapnel collaboration or cooperation, whatever it is. Oh good, I'm gonna troll. They'll ban you right away, but alright. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. I can't find it, guys, but I swear I saw it. I'm not making stuff up. So yeah, maybe I'll also... I'll listen into it. Yeah, I'll listen into it in just a moment. I'm not gonna stream it. It's not really it's not Townstar related. It is Gala related, it's Gala Chain related, but it's not Townstar related. March 2024? Oh, okay, yeah, then you're probably right. Yeah, DeFi. Martin says, I saw something in Telegram of Bene. I don't use Telegram, so yeah, I don't pay attention to him there. All right, I'm gonna leave it here. I'll make a post on Discord about my community build showcase thing for those interested, because I know some people are interested but they don't watch the stream, so I'll just mention it here first. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. Hopefully the competition went well for you, whatever you ended up doing, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. As usual, I will see you later. Take care, everyone.